So I paddled up into the end of my cove. Usually when you have a little cove on the water, it's not at all unusual to find a creek. And I looked all over there to see a creek, and I thought, well, maybe there's not one in here. And then I turned over here, and there is a little, see, that's back there is where I got in the boat, and out there is the big water. But right here in front of me, you can see there's a little tiny little spring slash creek thing running in right directly in front of my boat. And really, one of the things I like about kayaks is you get way up in a shallow water spot, but it's literally right there. So we do have a little freshwater creek coming into here, which is good. Yeah. Not much of one, but we got one. So I'm gonna go the other way out here, and we'll explore out yonder. I guess I'll take this opportunity to do a little review of this boat. Like I said, this is a cheap boat, 10 feet long. Generally, on a shorter kayak, it'll kind of go back and forth. You paddle on one side and it turns, and you sort of woggle across the lake. The one I got home, I think, is a 12-foot. It's one of them big, expensive LL Bean Old Town fishing kayaks, and I've had that for years. And that thing was probably close to 900 bucks, and I didn't pay that for it. They had it in there. They have a warehouse there where if they got something and maybe they changed the model or something, they'll put them in there and sell them for about half price. So I got that one for about half price many years ago, and I've kayaked with it a lot. On it, you can get several strokes on one side and then several strokes on the other, and the boat goes fairly straight. That's a product of a longer boat and hull design and different things like that. This one is pretty much one stroke on each side in order to keep it straight. But if you paddle it gently, like you're not trying to race, you can get a straight movement across the water. And really, at my age, in a boat, in a kayak, going gently and straight, it's okay with me. I can dig that. So I'll stop talking now. I do have a little compartment on the front of this boat. I could almost reach it. I'd probably tumble out of the boat, but you can lift that cover off. Like if I want to put something in there and cover it up, like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and my camera or something like that. So there you go. Another thing I'll mention is that in Georgia there's snakes, and snakes sometimes will crawl into something. You don't ever climb into something without checking it out. Somebody said recently that if you put mothballs in and around whatever it is, it'll keep the snakes away. And I'm thinking getting some mothballs and just chucking them up in either end of this boat and leaving them in here. That way, if I leave it on the bank over there and the snake, well, it will, maybe if they're correct about, that being bothersome to snakes, maybe that'll keep them from getting over them here. I'll try that. If anybody else has any snake repellent thoughts, feel free to share them. All right then, let's put y'all away and we're going to roll around a little bit.